How's it going? How's it going, everybody? It's Uncle Dave here. Today I'm watching a Uncle or a Coach Greg video. I only started watching his stuff recently, but he was like a professional bodybuilder who was amazingly physically gifted when he was younger. But back then they didn't have like a section for naturals, so he ended up taking steroids and winning a bunch of competitions, and his body got all messed up from it. But nowadays they have like the open bodybuilding and then the natural section, so now people don't have to be like forced to take steroids to be able to be competitive. But he does all these videos about like insulting the physical fitness industry and how they're all like promoting steroids and stuff without talking about all the drawbacks and the negative effects, which he talks about. But this is just a video that he came out with 3 days ago about just people shame other guys who have like mediocre physiques when he's actually like super fit. He's just not on steroids. So he shames the shamers, like he had the player killer, and he's the PKK, the player killer killer.
3 to 5 times a week for 12 years, and this is what I look like. Wasted 6 years, to be honest. You look like a guy that worked out never.
Coach Greg Doucette.
Coach Greg, and in today's video, if you see an amazing physique, you wish he ascend to the planet of steroids. But if you see an average physique or decent physique, you think he goes to the gym only to hit the showers. If you have an amazing physique, well, you're obviously a fake natty. And if you don't have one, well, why do you even bother? And so if you compare the physiques of today with the physiques of old, it keeps getting harder. The temptation to use PEDs is greater than ever. Now, I keep hearing this.
PEDs is PEDs is physical enhancement drugs, and that's like steroids. Even testosterone is considered steroid, even though testosterone is natural in the body and there's more in guys than there is girls. But the bodybuilders take like several different kinds of steroids like at the same time, and they take like growth hormones, amino acids, peptides, and like all these other stuff. I don't know. I'm natural. I don't take anything. They just all of them eventually has adverse effects on your body and it shortens your lifespan.
And for the most part, it's true, but in reality, it's always been really bad. I was born in 1975. I grew up with,
Dang, 75. That's 50. He's 50. He's
basic
50.
idols that never had any muscle. And so when I was growing up, I never had any temptation to have an amazing physique. I mean, He-Man, he looked absolutely reasonable to me. He-Man, he never had a small waist. He never had a lot of muscle. And bro, did you know that He-Man was actually Adam except with a better tan?
Better tan.
If He-Man wasn't enough, well, I mean, Rambo, he wasn't shredded. Rocky, he never had any muscle. And there's this guy, can't remember his name, the GOAT. You know, that guy, he appeared in Conan the Barbarian, Terminator, and so on. Oh yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger. And you think it's only been a problem right now? It's always been a problem. Oh, and Hulk Hogan, he was natural, right? Say your prayers, take your vitamins.
I don't know.
And
they do a lot of tanning so to cover it up.
The Macho Man. None of my idols growing up had any muscle. Are you kidding me? It's always been bad. But for some reason in 2025, people now have it out to put other people down. They do it on purpose. Case in point, I've trained 3 to 5 times a week for 12 years, and this is what I look like. Bro looks amazing. He has probably under 15% body fat. He has muscle. He's good at cardio, and he looks amazing even under bad lighting. How many of you wish you look like this? Almost everyone watching this video does not have a physique as good as this. And if you do, well, congratulations. You're in the top 1%. But yet, here are some of the comments. There's better ways of admitting you have no idea what you're doing. Going to the gym don't mean you work out. As if these aren't amazing
he looks like he does a lot of strength and a lot of cardio, but
results. And so the problem is people's expectations are through the roof. They see guys like Sam Sulek, Chris Bumstead, and so on, and are thinking, everyone can get a physique like that. Well, as long as you're blasting steroids. What happens? People go to the gym, they don't get the results they're expecting, and what do they turn to? Performance-enhancing drugs. This man has above-average genetics. He has absolutely unequivocally an above average physique. And so if you go to the gym and you don't look like this,
I'm covering it.
that's to be expected. Most people who train their entire lives are not going to look like this. 12 years of bullshitting. What if his goal was to be at 15% body fat or less and have as much muscle as possible? How do you know that wasn't his goal? Or to be healthy. And up next, he's been training 4 days a week for only 6 years. And so what are the comments? And before we read them, is this not a great physique? Clearly under 15% body fat, looks very healthy. He has muscle. He's not shredded single-digit body fat, but definitely healthier than last time. Probably a top 1% physique. And so clearly without a pump and regular lighting, he's not going to be as impressive. But under the proper lighting with a pump, he's going to look bigger than last time. The first comment I see, wasted 6 years to be honest. How?
Even the Asian
people. Fact that he's not Arnold Schwarzenegger or Chris Bumstead, Sam Sulek, that means he wasted his time. 6 years to look like this. What is wrong with that? How is this bad?
Exercising all in all
Most
like
people, as in
20
99%, don't look this good. And so how is it bad to be in the top 1% physiques? To be honest, bro, you could have done this in 3 years. You must not have trained seriously.
You could have done it in like 6 months or so.
How do you know that he didn't put in as much work as he possibly could? How do you know what his genetics really are? And to the same extent, there are many people that train 6 years and don't look nearly as good. And so what are you going to tell those people? You wasted your time. You shouldn't even bother. People just want to put other people down. Oh, it took you 6 years to do that with your training. Well, I did it in 1 year, training only 3 days a week. Yeah, and perhaps you use steroids. Remember this, comparison is the thief of joy. If we put 1,000 people into a gym and we had them work out, we're going to get 1,000 different results. Just because one guy got amazing results in their first year doesn't mean the other 999 are going to do the same. Everyone has different genetics. Some people have amazing genetics. They can put on muscle very easily, while others struggle to do the same. You've just been going to the gym to shower for the past 6 years. As in, you don't even work out. Please subscribe. If you subscribe to my channel, you're getting a free diet and training program. No charge to you. Thank you for subscribing.
I'm trying to work on my insults.
Already subscribed, click the subscribe
button
my
faster than last Mockery time. For my
why are they
D&D character.
Just think of the hate that you have to have. Think of it. They got up that morning and said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make that person try to feel bad about themselves. I'm going to deliberately write this comment. 21% body fat. Bro looks to have a decent amount of muscle, a little bit of body fat on top of it, but not all that bad. And so you can see 19% beginning to get leaner, the waist getting smaller, continues to diet down, posing for men's physique. And clearly getting leaner. 15% starting to look pretty good, getting the six-pack, 13% body fat, getting leaner. Remember, he doesn't even have a proper tan. Down to 11%, looking exquisite, 10% body fat.
Huge.
Bro, now with the abs, the obliques, single-digit body fat, looking astounding. Getting shredded, diced, and finishes his diet 5% body fat. Perhaps he's only about 6. He's not flexing the legs, but look at the detail in the abdominals. And so shows his journey from start to finish from 20% body fat, which is kind of average, to a shredded single-digit body fat. Many people in the comment section saying, yeah, your body fat went down, but are you happy? You look depressed. You're smiling less. And so here's the thing. Remember, 5% body fat, this is not healthy. This is for competition. It's for a moment in time. But my advice to everyone, halfway there. The ideal attractive physique, it's not 5, 6, 7, 8% body fat. Many people you think you need to be shredded. It's actually 10 to 12% body fat. They've studied this. You don't need...
Alright, I'm back.
And so you can see 19% beginning to get leaner, the waist getting smaller, continues to diet down, posing for men's physique.
From 21% down to
getting leaner, 15%, starting to look pretty good, getting the six-pack, 13% body fat, getting leaner. Remember, he doesn't even have a proper tan. Down to 11%, looking exquisite, 10% body fat. Bro, now with the abs, the obliques, single-digit body fat, looking astounding. Getting shredded, diced, and finishes his diet 5% body fat, perhaps he's only about
Competition
6.
ready is
He's
around
not
4 to
flexing
5
legs, but
percent.
look at the detail in the abdominals.
Yeah, he's
And so
definitely
shows his
couldn't
journey
compete.
from start to
That's
finish
ridiculous. His
from
legs look small,
20% body fat, which is
but his
kind
upper
of
body is
average,
massive.
to a shredded single-digit body fat. Many people in the comment section saying, yeah, your body fat went down, but are you happy? You look depressed. You're smiling less. And so here's the thing. Remember, 5% body fat, this is not healthy. This is for competition. It's for a moment in time. But my advice to everyone, halfway there. The ideal attractive physique, it's not 5, 6, 7, 8% body fat. Many people, you think you need to be shredded. It's actually 10 to 12% body fat. They've studied this. You don't need to be mind-blowing shredded, peeled in order to look attractive.
I have a video of this guy on and off steroids. Here.
This is the before. Him in the mirror,
This guy,
presumably
super
before a show,
steroids. Look at him.
and 2023,
And then a
and
year
then
later.
2024. As you can imagine, the comment section
This is 1 year later.
Expectedly, steroids versus not.
Still
This
huge,
is the caption. We
but
all have
not
a new beginning.
steroids
Beginning
anymore.
of this year, I had to take a forced
That's
break
1
from
year off
pursuing my dream.
steroids.
But it
Holy
wasn't my
crap.
plan. It was God's plan. I underwent surgery to correct 4 hernias in my belly
Yeah.
button. Right underneath that, top
Get a
comment
lot of
has
hernias.
14,000 likes. This is the power of injection of OG
surgery.
times 4. On versus off steroids. The cycle doesn't last forever. And they will extrapolate that out into thinking that you can look like
Right, 1
this,
year
and
on,
it's almost all
or
steroids. Now, to be
1 year
clear,
off.
would this
He was
guy look
probably on
like
steroids for
this
several
without
years.
steroids?
Look how
No,
huge he was.
but the training and nutrition is absolutely critical to make the steroids work the way they do to this extent. This is the before.
Yeah.
Him in the mirror, presumably
God.
before a show, and 2023.
1 year
and then
off
go to
steroids, and he looks
2024. As you can
a
imagine,
little bit
the
bigger
comment
than me.
section.
Holy crap. Yeah. Alright. I think I've exercised on and off for like 20 years, but I just mostly maintain. I don't know. I don't really have much anymore. How did I make this? How did I make this bigger? Boom. I don't know. I don't have much anymore. My little triceps. The stronger guys, they have like the other triceps showing up, especially the calisthenic guys. I only have this one, and the other one doesn't show up as well. I don't know. I don't really do much anymore. I only exercise like once or twice a week. Alright, that was a fun video. See y'all.